Oh, like, okay. Oh, that's it.
Can you hear him? Okay, talk. Talk into yours. Can you guys hear him? You can or you can't? Okay, what channel does it say you're on now?
11.
11?
It's 10.
Okay, so, and you're on 10?
Yeah, everyone's on 10.
Okay.
I hear it pretty fine. Talk again. Oh, I heard a little bit of static.
I am partial.
It might just be a weird connection thing. Yeah, I just made sure he was.
Oh, I can hear you. Okay. Whenever the fans get going, you'll go over there.
Alright, so yeah, Kaden, whenever the team comes out, so when they start walking out, you can just follow them the whole way and then follow them as they run and then just stay on them. And remember, this camera is the one with the audio.
You got this. So give me a better, we got my phone. Come on, Rick! Silver, like red.
And here comes your Mississinewa Indians.
Any place you might see any well, at least this whole track.
And I saw not Steve. What is it? Yeah. What?
Cornball. Oh shit! What? You don't have to call him. Now is the ball I think this is perfectly set.
Okay.
But I cannot do any more needles today. Uh-oh. What? Mikey? Where?
I was going to say.
Wait, am I supposed to be on them? Oh.
Mississinewa head coach Jeremy Lochner, his coaching staff, and players would like to welcome Frankton Eagle head coach Marty Wells, his coaching staff, players, cheerleaders, and fans to tonight's game.
Sometimes you pick up the coaches, sometimes you pick up the attacks.
Hey, try getting off and getting back on the 10.
Officials for tonight's game are Mr. Ryan Burr, Mr. Larry Sanders, Mr. Ryan Kent Jr., Mr. Jeremy Swafford, and Mr. Evan Buckley.
Try talking.
Hello?
No. Did you try switching channels and then getting back onto it?
I know it's cruise, but it's just a bunch of gobbledygook. I can't understand it. Yeah, you can definitely hear her. You don't need to talk anymore. Okay.
Okay, try talking. That's fine.
Hello? What do I do? Oh, wait.
So you have the one right above that. Yep.
It's this way. Say it again, Cruz.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you.
Okay.
See, oh, I told you, man. All I got to do.
All the way down. Okay.
Once they get started.
Frankton has won the toss, elected to defer the option to the second half. Mississinewa will receive the ball. Good luck, gentlemen.
Listen anywhere with our free app, ActionSportsNetwork.live. Download today.
We're ready to go here at Fisher Field tonight at Mississinewa High School. Frankton and Mississinewa set to kick off here in Gas City. Hopefully you got us tuned in on our Action Sports Network app, or we're plugged into TribeTV. You can get that on the ihsaatv.org. Go to either search Mississinewa or TribeTV. I've done it before. I don't remember which one, but one of those two will bring you to tonight's game to where you can see it live and watch it and hear our voices on it. So always a cool thing, and we're appreciative of them for their partnership.
Well, Frankton has won the toss, Grant. They've deferred to the second half, so Mississinewa's going to get this football with a chance to march down the field or perhaps take this opening kick to the house.
And the thing is with Frankton is that last week, Kevin, before Eastbrook, their opponent, had even taken an offensive snap, Eastbrook was up 21-0.
That's why I'm not sure why you just don't take the football to start here.
Absolutely,
you got nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
You might as well try to put a drive together and keep Mississinewa off the field, but they've elected to do the normal procedure, which is to defer until the second half.
Kind of the more common procedure here. Would you be taking the football?
If I had a team that was 0-3 and was heavy underdogs, I absolutely would take the football just to see if maybe you would get a break to go your way to start this football game.
Hunter Olery is their punter for Frankton, so you'll see him out there tonight. But the goal is, as the punter, you never want to see the field. End-over-end kick from Olery, taken down at the 10-yard line, ran up to the 20, to the near side at the 25, across the 25 is where he's tripped up. That was Ian Newsom, number 1 for Mississinewa, and they will get the ball around the 27-yard line to begin tonight's contest.
Pretty good coverage on the opening kickoff that time by Frankton.
So Mississinewa will get the ball at actually give them the 28-yard line instead of the 27, give them 1 yard closer.
The clock is running. The official's going to blow this one dead.
Yeah.
So it should have stopped once he was tackled there.
And new technology tonight is that, and unfortunate just from where we have to set up, unless you're hearing it on the video broadcast, you won't be able to hear it. But the white hat official here, this is the first time we've seen this in high school, they actually have the crowd mic to where they can tell the press box. Here's the snap, handoff for Monday. Patient, outside, down the sideline, midfield, 45, 40, cuts back at the 30, still on his feet, touchdown, Mississinewa on the first play from scrimmage, and Elijah Monday is in the end zone for 6.
Well, that didn't take long, Grant, and that's why I think they're going to call this back there with a flag, with a block in the back somewhere along that sideline perhaps, but he wasn't really even touched that whole entire run.
That's unfortunate for Mississinewa, but the thing is now that you've done that, you can show that you are capable of that, and now you got to try and do it again.
It's still going to be a big gain on the play. They're still going to have the ball inside Eagle territory, inside the 40-yard line, indeed.
Well, it's still a pickup for a first down, but it's not a touchdown. I didn't see the flag there. Thank you for pointing that out. I did not see the flag come in.
They're probably on one of the receivers out here blocking to the outside, as he did have a small cutback there on the sideline.
From the 39-yard line in Frankton territory, Ballage takes the snap. He will roll out. He will drop this off. First down. Outside, spinning at the 20. Still on his feet. Inside the 10, looking for the goal line. And he's there for a touchdown.
That's Quaderer on the reception and made a couple defenders miss and just reached that ball across the end zone.
Well, Mississinewa runs the first play from scrimmage for a touchdown that is now called back, and then second play, I guess, from scrimmage is finally a touchdown, and they're on the board 6-0. And they're going to kind of go in an interesting formation here. They're actually going to line everybody up here to the near side. I think this is a strategy to then get it into the kicker here. Yep, and they will kick the ball. See who out here to kick for Ole Miss will be number 92, Seth Yoder. Splits time with the soccer team as well. Snaps good, holds down, kick is right down Broadway. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Mississinewa 7, Frankton 0. We're back in 30 on the Action Sports Network.
Marion Health continues to expand access to primary care services through the growing primary care residency program. Currently, the Marion Health Primary Care Residency Clinic is accepting new patients. To align with one of the residents, call 765-660-7955. To meet your primary care needs, call the Marion Health Primary Care Residency Clinic to schedule an appointment.
You're listening to the Action Sports Network.
We're back here at Fisher Field, Mississinewa High School, where it only took 2 plays for Mississinewa to take a 7-0 lead over the Frankton Eagles to begin tonight's contest.
And the thing about that, Grant, is really 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for the Indians on that drive, with the one being called back just a little ways, but nonetheless, they've made it look easy throwing and running the football in those 2 plays.
Mississinewa will kick this off from their own 40-yard line. Seven nothing. Mississinewa has got the lead. They will kick it off on the tee with Yoder. Actually, an onside kick, and it's going to be recovered by Mississinewa. Unbelievable to start the game. Mississinewa goes into the bag of tricks, and they recover an onside kick.
Number 11, Carson Moracle, the senior wide receiver and defensive back. Johnny on the spot on that onside kick, and there was no Frankton Eagle too close to that kickoff.
And nobody, I don't think, was expecting that one, as Mississinewa trots the offense back out on the field from the 41-yard line. 7-0 Mississinewa, 11-13 left in the opening quarter of play. We've played less than a minute. They're up 7-0. Get to that in a second. Here's the snap handoff. Monday looking for the outside, and he's actually going to be swallowed up around the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be second down.
Good job that time by the Frankton defense, getting some penetration there and maybe having him lose just about a half a yard potentially on that run.
Keeping an eye on this one over at Eastbrook tonight. Alexandria with a 7-0 lead over Eastbrook to begin the ball game. Mississinewa and Alexandria will square off next week down in Madison County. They put a man in motion to the near side here for Mississinewa. Out of the shotgun comes Ballage. He'll take the snap. He will hand it off for Monday to the outside. Monday driving forward, and he's going to get a first down there to around the 30-yard line, and a fresh set of them coming for the Indians.
Yeah, Grant, and they hit him after about a 5 or 6 yard gain, but he just drove the defenders back, and enough for a first down by a good 2 yards.
From the 29-yard line here comes Mississinewa back up to the line with Ballage out of the shotgun once again. Monday in the backfield. Couple receivers to the near side for the Indians. Ballage takes the snap. He'll hand it for Monday straight up the gut, and he picked up about 2 or 3 on the play. And he'll be down at the 27-yard line, and it's second down for Ole Miss.
Well, so far Monday has 4 carries in this one for 48 yards. Really would have been more, but they got called back.
There's something you don't see every day here, a new installation of the digital scoreboard off in the kind of east side of the field here. Out of the shotgun here on second down. Here's the snap. They're going to pitch it out to the near side. Mississinewa's got it to the 20-yard line. And that is carried by number 8, Davion Spikes, the senior, to around the 20-yard line, short of the line to gain. So it's going to be third and short, but third and short really no problem for Mississinewa here.
No, and that's just an easy pitch and catch, a completion on the pass as he pitched it forward, so a 6-yard completion there.
Yep, the jet sweep there. They'll put Spikes out to the far side. Here is Ballage out of the shotgun once again. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it for Monday. Monday is swallowed up, but it's a first down to around the 16-yard line. So Mississinewa moving the sticks on this drive, but on the last drive, 2 plays for a touchdown. Really, yeah. I guess 2 plays, 2 touchdowns, one of them being called back.
And they're well on their way to looks like another touchdown on this drive, Grant.
And they recovered an onside kick, so you couldn't have asked for a better start for Mississinewa. Out of the shotgun comes Ballage. In the backfield with him is Monday. He'll take the snap. He'll fire. This is caught by Spikes inside the 10-yard line, and it's going to be first and goal for the Indians.
I tell you, I'm impressed with Jasper Ballage. The sophomore quarterback has come out 3 for 3, and he's done everything right, and the Indians on the move once again.
And not to mention he is the backup quarterback for Mississinewa. We've not seen Frankton's backup quarterback, Rowan Brandon, because they've not had the ball yet. Mississinewa recovered an onside kick. Ballage comes to the line again here from around this 6 or 7 yard line, and
the first mistake of the Indians here. Well, actually second mistake because it's their second penalty, but just a temporary setback here if you're the Indian offense.
See what the call here from the white hat.
False start.
So a false start will move Mississinewa back. Sounds good on the mic. So back to around the 11-yard line is where they'll give him here for Ole Miss. Shotgun snap coming for Ballage with the man in the backfield. He'll hand it to Monday. Monday looking for blockers, driving his legs towards the goal line, and he is pushed, but he's going to be down at the 1-yard line.
Nice patient run that time by Monday as he set up his blockers and they cut it back to the inside.
A 10-yard pickup there for Monday, and Mississinewa knocking on the door of going up 13-0 before the PAT. Here's Ballage once again, the quarterback takes the snap, hands it for Monday. Easy touchdown for Mississinewa.
Just straight up the middle there, Grant. Just straight up the middle, untouched.
13-0 Ole Miss over Frankton Elijah Monday with his first touchdown of the ball game. Callan Quaterer scored the first, and they'll be out there to kick once again. It's one of those things now on the ensuing kickoff. Then do you the onside kick it again?
I would hope that they would.
I would hope, yeah.
I mean, they're well on their way here in this opening quarter.
They know it.
Let your defense go out there and see what they can do as well.
Right. Yoder out to attempt the point after. Here's the snap, holds down. Kick is bullseye. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Mississinewa 14, Frankton nothing on ASN.
Business banking shouldn't feel like jumping through hoops. At First Farmers, you get real answers, fast approvals, and digital tools that keep you moving. Business checking, lending account management, we make it make sense. Skip the red tape, get the results. Business banking built on heart and grit. Only at First Farmers Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Live from Indiana, this is your home for high school football, the Action Sports Network.
Well, Mississinewa 2 drives, 7:46 to go in the first quarter, and the Indians cling to a 14-0 lead over the Frankton Eagles. They'll be out to kick this one away with Seth Yoder again. Hey, they recovered an onside kick on the previous kickoff attempt. They recovered it, got the ball back, and punched it in for 6 more. And it's one of those things where you show that now in an early game like this, a game you're heavily favored in, and now 14-0 on your way to winning. Hopefully winning with this early of a lead. And then you show that for, future opponents. This one's taken at the 5-yard line, run out to the 10, to the 15, looking outside to the numbers, and drugged out of bounds across the 15-yard line for Frankton. And they will trot the offense out there on the field to begin their first drive of the ball game. 7:38 to play in the opening quarter. Mississinewa 14, Frankton 0. We'll bring the freshman Rowan Branham out there to begin the ball game. Here's the snap. He will take it. He will be flushed out of the pocket. Fires, caught near side across the 25-yard line. That is by number 8, Noah Melvin, for a first down.
Good-looking play-action pass that time by the freshman.
And one play, one first down there for Frankton.
That's why I wouldn't have been a proponent of taking the football to start the football game and see what your offense could do.
Out of the shotgun here on first down from the 26-yard line. One play, one first down for Frankton. They will hand it here, and no gain really on the play. It's going to be second down. A pick up a 0.
Well, that's the thing. Yards are going to be hard to come by on the ground versus Indians defense.
It was the quarterback keeper there, Rowan Branham, who was not able to go anywhere. Ran back into the defense that was there to swallow him up. From the 26-yard line on second down and 10 here for Frankton. Branham takes the snap. He'll hand it off, and he is dropped immediately. That's going to be a loss of 1, as that was number 18 for Frankton, Eli Wax.
Well, Grant, running the football has not been a strong suit for this Eagles offense all season long, as they come in averaging 3 yards a game running the football. It's 64 carries for 9 yards coming into this one.
Wow. Shotgun snap coming here for Branham. He will take the snap. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, fires, and caught at around the 30-yard line. Going to be a pickup of 5. And Trey Bennett, the big, tall wide receiver, makes the grab for Frankton. And it's going to be 4th down and 5, and they'll bring the punter, Hunter Ullery, out to punt this one away.
Well, if I'm Frankton here, maybe I go to my bag of tricks and do a fake punt here. I don't know this guy can punt the football. Maybe it's doesn't look like any of the guys in the middle, though, are
Or if it's one of those direct snaps, but I doubt it. Olery will be back to punt this one away for the Eagles. Put a man in motion here for Frankton. Here's the snap, and we have a flag before he could even kick this. I think this is going to be a false start against the Eagles.
If I'm Frankton, I just let that play clock run down, get a little bit more clock run off here in this opening quarter, which has had nothing go your way.
Yep. So this is going to get them back to where the line of scrimmage was before they picked up 5 there. So virtually they really picked up nothing after the first down. On the first play they had the ball. They picked up a first down. Here's the end-over-end kick taken around the 44-yard line. Up the middle of the field is Quaterer to cross the 45. First down, Ole Miss is where they will set up shop to begin their third drive of the ball game. Mississinewa was challenged last week against Oak Hill. They won 20-0, but it was one of those games where it was a close game, for a lot of the game, and Mississinewa was able to blow it open.
Yeah, the Indians' offense did not score in that opening half, but their defense did not allow a point all night long, and had just a 6-0 lead heading to that
4-yard line in Eagle territory is Mississinewa. Out of the shotgun, here's Ballage. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it for Monday straight up the gut. Monday still dragging tacklers across the 40. They're going to give him maybe a yard or two of forward progress to the 39. And we have actually 2 injured players down, one for Frankton and one for Mississinewa. For Mississinewa, that looks like it's number 57, Aiden Vick. Can't tell who the player is for Frankton, but they kind of got caught up on each other, and they're both down hurt. To the 39-yard line is where the ball will be. As they tend to those guys, let's step aside for a moment. Mississinewa 14-0 over Frankton on the Action Sports Network.
Prince Hall Housing Authority is a place they are proud that you can call home. Prince Hall Housing is affordable, income-based housing, and they pride themselves in providing safe, affordable, maintenance-free living, offering elderly, disabled, and multifamily living, along with efficiencies and 1- and 2-bedroom apartments. Located just off 38th Street and the bypass, Prince Hall even has city bus transportation at the facility. Get your application at Prince Hall Housing, 3678 Prince Hall Drive in Marion.
Every touchdown is right here. ASN. This is the Action Sports Network.
Well, we have some, while we get through our injuries here, Mississinewa still down, tending to their offensive linemen there. Let's look at some out-of-town scores right now. With 10:30 at the last update, 10:30 left in the first quarter. Peru 7, Northwestern 6. Peru returned the kickoff. For a touchdown. Okay, last update, 13-7 Northwestern over Peru. How about this one, though? Earlier, Bodie Howe, another kick return for a touchdown. That has happened now every week for that Frankton special teams. That is unbelievable. 7-0 Southwood over Northfield. 7:03 left in the first up there at Southwood. Rochester over Wabash. 14-0. 7:02 left in the first. 6:34 left in the first quarter. Mechaniqual 7, Whitco 0. Lebanon 7-0 over Marion. Marion lost a fumble at Lebanon's 15-yard line. 3:41 left in the first there at Marion High School. Eastbrook jumps in front of Alexandria 14-7 with 8:13 left in the first quarter. And Oak Hill, how about this? A 14-7 lead over Madison Grand in the first quarter. That is an interesting one to keep an eye on out there on the west sid of the county. Sorry, did not have you turned up.
Oak Hill has not gotten off to quick starts in their opening game, so that's a good sign if you're an Eagle fan.
Here we go. Shotgun snap coming here for Ballage. He'll take it. He'll hand it for Monday. Monday drives the pile there. Picked up a fumble, and Monday was able to recover. Frankton is now celebrating because they got the football.
Yeah, I didn't see who came up with that in the pile.
Frankton recovers the ball on the fumble. They will send their offense out on the field That's good for Frankton right there. A positive play as they recover a fumble in their own territory at about the 38-yard line. Going to work.
And if you're an Indian fan, it was good to see Vic walking off the field. He had a little bit of help, but it looked like it might not have been as bad as initially thought.
First down and 10 from the 38. Here's the snap handoff for Wax. We have a flag on the play that comes flying in. It's going to be an illegal formation on Frankton. It'll back them up 5 yards.
Well, so far, Grant, they can't run it up the middle, and they cannot get it to the outside either as the Indians. Defensive back there did a good job of coming in and creating a tackle for a loss. The Indians, if you're Indians here, I'd just decline the penalty and take the play, but they may not.
Yeah, they're going to back them up.
No, yeah, they took the play.
Okay, they did decline it. So it's second down on a loss of a couple of yards. Lebanon and Marion are now tied at 7. 3:24 left in the first quarter over at Marion High School. Second down on 2nd and 12. Second and long coming. Branham out of the shotgun. Mississinewa stacks the box. They show blitz. Here's the snap. Branham fires it out to the near side. Caught by Bennett. Bennett turns up the seam across the 40-yard line. Picked up about 7 on the play to the 42-yard line.
Tell you, Bennett's a big receiver. He's a big receiver, good target. He was able to elude the first would-be tackler.
And they're actually it's going to be a pickup of 6, not 7. A pickup of 6 as it was 2nd and 12. And it's a third down from the 38-yard line. Shotgun snap coming again here for Branham. He'll take it. He will roll out to his left. He'll fire this one to the sideline. Caught. Oh, no, he dropped the ball incomplete. He started running before he fully had that thing caught. And a break there for Mississinewa. That would have been a first down and probably a pickup of a little more on the play.
It really would have. And I really like the poise of this freshman quarterback as well. He was throwing a nice ball. And despite the start that they've come out with, he is off to a nice start himself. He's 3 for 4 on the night for 21 yards.
Fourth down here, 4th down and 6 from the 42-yard line. Frankton will bring the special teams unit out on the field to punt the ball away. Mississinewa has 2 backs deep. Ullery will be back to punt this one away here for Frankton. Ullery, good snap. This one is not very high, kind of a line drive that bounces across the 30. Frankton will let this roll, and they'll down it at about the 24-yard line.
Not a bad punt if you're Frankton. Get the Indians inside their own 25 to begin this drive.
They will send the offense out on the field.
So far, Monday has been the only Indian ball carrier this one.
Yep. Mississinewa.
They have a new back in here on this one, Grant.
Here's the snap. They pitch it out here for Quater. Quater trying to drive the pile forward, but he picked up maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, they'll give him 3 on that one. It's the first carry of the night for Kalen Quater, the senior.
Quater picks up 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. Ballage takes the snap. Hands it off for Quater, looking for the outside, and he's going to be swallowed up. He actually squirted through there to around the 34-yard line, 33, but it's going to be 3rd down and short. And again, 3rd down and short situations, really 3rd down all year for Mississinewa. They've been pretty good.
Yeah.
They've been able to stay on the field after a 3rd down.
Good job that time by Quater, driving his legs and then also ducking underneath the tackler.
Yeah, I thought for sure they had him drop for 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, it looked like they had him, but he was able to keep his balance and good positive yards on that play.
It's going to be 3rd down coming here for Mississinewa. 3rd down and short. 2:10 to play in the first quarter. Ole Miss leads 14-0, and there's a flag. See what the call's going to be here. A delay of game on Mississinewa. What's up? Okay, sorry. My bad. I will make that correction on the roster.
So this will put it a long 7 now for the Indians, their first 3rd and long of this contest. So if you're Frankton here, you got to find a way to get the Indians offense off the field. Play clock down to 10.
3rd down and now long coming, or 3rd down and 7 coming. Ballage to the air, fires over the middle, and he is going to be short of a first down as that pass was caught by number 3, Eli Starnes. It's going to be 3rd down here coming for, 4th down coming, for Mississinewa.
4th and a long 2, almost 3.
I think they are going to punt this ball away with Seth Yoder. Well, it's one of those things now when you look back at that onside kick there, may have helped you because you were able to go in and score. You make a 14-0 lead, and you got a punt now on 4th down. And, it's a fake. They're going to keep it across the 35. First down, drug out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Seth Yoder on the fake punt picks up a first down.
Well, if you're
Mississinewa going into the bag of tricks here on special teams tonight.
Yeah, if you're Frankton, it's almost like you got to be aware of that. They did it to you after their first touchdown, and then that punt, 4th and short, you have to be aware that they may very well do that, and they got them.
You could see that it very well. That was very well orchestrated. That was definitely worked on Thursday on Special Teams Day. 59 seconds to go in the opening quarter of play. 14-0 is the Mississinewa lead. Here comes Ballage. Once again, he'll take the snap. He's going to pitch it out here, and it's going to be incomplete. It was intended for Merrick Mobley.
Just dropped it.
Yep, number 89, the tight end. And he, again, it's one of those plays, Frankton had it a moment ago, where you start running with the ball before you really fully have it secured.
That, or you feel the footsteps of those defenders, and sometimes that can get in your head, and you just lose concentration.
Yep. 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. 14-0 Ole Miss. Branham takes the snap. He'll hand it here for Monday. Monday patient as he picks up about 3 on the play. And to the 48-yard line is where Mississinewa will have the football. Clock approaching the end of the first quarter here.
Well, if you're Frankton, you've got to be encouraged with the way your team's responded after falling behind by 2 touchdowns. Defense has really played better since that opening drive.
This will be the last play of the first quarter right here. Ballage takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He will throw out of the flat, caught by Mobley. Turns upfield to around the 40-yard line, give him the 41-yard line, and it's a first down, Mississinewa, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, Mississinewa 14, Frankton 0, as the clock will run down in the final 10 seconds. They will not take a snap. And the Mississinewa Indians with a 14-0 lead after 1. You're listening to High School Football on the Action Sports Network.
For nearly 50 years, Bruner Dental has been providing excellent care to Grant County and beyond, taking care of families with everything from gentle cleanings to custom-made repairs. You'll get the latest techniques with unmatched comfort and precision. Bruner Dental also accepts dental insurance. See Dr. Sneed, Reeb, and DeBooney at Bruner Dental, 807 West Gardner Drive in Marion, Indiana. Smile more and worry less with Bruner Dental.
Listen anywhere with our free app. Download today. ActionSportsNetwork.live.
14-0 Mississinewa, 12 minutes in the books here. Mississinewa takes on Frankton. Kevin, you got some of those first quarter stats.
Yeah, for Mississinewa offensively, they ran the football 13 times for 93 yards, led by Monday on the ground, and then throwing through the air Ballage was a good 5 for 6 for 71 yards. Frankton, on the other end, was 3 rushes for -3 yards. And through the air, they were 3 for 4 for just 21 yards.
Got a score update over there at Eastbrook. Alexandria and Eastbrook are tied at 14. And again, big conference implications next week as Mississinewa takes on Alexandria. Snap handoff for Monday and a flag. It's going to be a false start, I believe. There's the false start penalty. Thanks to our white hat official.
So Mississinewa, 1st and 15.
Mm-hmm. Minor setback there for Mississinewa just with the way they moved their offense. They were gonna punt it a few moments ago and then ran the fake. Here's the handoff for Monday, following blockers. And Monday still driving his legs forward across the 40, across the original line of scrimmage. And this is going to be 2nd down and 7 coming here now for Mississinewa as Monday picked up 8. 11:36 to go in the second quarter. 14-0 Mississinewa over Frankton.
And Monday now up to 80 yards already on the ground here this evening.
2nd down and 7 coming here for Ole Miss with Ballage at the quarterback spot. Monday in the backfield with him. He will bobble the snap. He fumbles the snap and then will get swallowed up by a flock of Frankton Eagles. And it's going to be 3rd down all the way back to the 44-yard line. So a muff snap there backs Mississinewa up even further. As this has not really been a good possession when they've had the ball, counting going back to when they faked the punt there. That's really been maybe the best play they've had.
Yeah, the snap was a little bit to his side. He tried to catch that one hand and couldn't gather it, and then he almost kept it on the ground. He was able to grab it with that one hand.
3rd down and long. Ballage trying to escape pressure. He will air this one out down the sideline and broken up, incomplete.
Great play that time by the defensive back, number 5, Ty J. Scott, just a freshman for Frankton.
Yep.
And the Indians were looking for number 11 that time, Carson Moracle, who did go up to compete for that pass, but a good job by the defender.
Yep, great play there for Frankton on defense. And here comes the punting unit once again with Yoder. He faked it the last time. Frankton's got to be ready for that this time.
Yeah,
They'll stack more up here in the box. They'll have only one man back deep.
I'd pass it potentially here on a fake this
time
because you're going.
Yep. Here's Yoder. He holds it for a minute, but it's a great-looking punt that is nice, that is caught nicely at the 19-yard line as number 8 for Frankton, Noah Melvin, slides in there like he's stealing second base to field the ball at the 18-yard line, rather. Not the 19, the 18.
So good job again by that Frankton defense bowing up there and getting a stop. The last few drives by the Indians have come away empty-handed.
On 1st and 10 here for Frankton. Wax in the backfield with Branham. Branham's actually held his own back there in the passing game tonight. He will look to pass here. He's got all day. Fires caught over the middle. Maybe a pickup of maybe 2. Give him 2 to the 20. I think they're going to give him just a yard of forwards progress. And it's going to be 2nd down and 8 here for Frankton.
So Branham now 4 for 5. He really should be 5 for 5. So he has been spot on through the air tonight.
Second quarter, 10 minutes to play before halftime. Mississinewa 14-0 over Frankton. Shotgun snap coming here for Branham. He'll take the snap. He'll immediately fire. Caught at the sideline. Trying to turn back upfield is Melvin, and Melvin got, I think, 2 yards, maybe 1 yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 7.
Kind of a wide receiver screen on that play, Grant. The Indians did a good job of getting through the blocks to make that tackle for just a short gain.
3rd down and 6, rather, coming here for Frankton. And again, Marty Wells told me before the game they just kind of want those moral victories where, try and pick up a 1st down here. Now let's try and get 2 first downs. You got to control the time of possession in this game if you're Frankton. Branham takes the snap. He is flushed out to the near side. This pass is caught short of the sticks Looked like it was caught by, oh no, incomplete.
No, he caught it.
He caught it. I thought I heard him say it was an incomplete.
Kind of a sidearm delivery that time by Branham with a nice throw here.
4th down and 1. The sticks over there still says 2nd down, but it's actually 4th and short. Here is it 4-down territory.
Your defense has played pretty well here, Grant. You have absolutely not been able to run the football, so you're absolutely going to have to throw it here, even though it's 4th and 1.
Branham on 4th and 1. If they turn the ball over, it would not be good for Frankton's defense. Branham fires and incomplete. It hit the hands. It hit the hands of Trey Bennett, and he dropped it. It would have been a huge first down for Frankton. They will turn it over on downs, but
just a little bit of a high delivery that time by Branham. He had his man, and they really had a man short for a first down. They could have went to the underneath man. Instead, he tried to go a little deeper down the field. And
when you don't have a offense that has been as productive as Frankton's has through the first 3 weeks, I don't mind the aggressive play calling.
It was there.
Yeah,
they had the first down.
It just hit the hands of Trey Bennett, and it was incomplete. One of the things that's I think maybe saving Frankton here is that Mississinewa's kind of gone stale on their last drive. Ballage out of the shotgun. He'll put a man in motion. It's Mobley to the left side of the line. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off for Monday, looking to hit a hole, and he's going to pick up a few there on that play.
The flip side of that, though, Grant, is you might have just given the Indians some momentum offense here with a short field. So
2nd and 6 coming here now for Mississinewa. They lead 14-0 with just about 8 minutes left till halftime. Out of the shotgun coming here is Ballage. Mobley motion to the right side of the line this time. Handoff for Monday, straight up the gut, driving his legs forward close to the sticks. He's going to be about 3rd down and 1 coming, or give him 3rd down and 2 rather, with 7 minutes to play here in the first half, and Mississinewa up 14-0.
Yeah, if you're Frankton here, another chance to make a play defensively. Got to feel good that you've limited the Indians to just 14 points after those first 14 points came in about the first 5 minutes of this football game.
And you know they're going to go back to the well with Monday, their bread and butter. Mobley, motion to the left side. Here's the snap. Handoff Monday. Monday, easy first down there to around the 14-yard line, and it's going to be 1st down and 10. Okay. So Aiden Vick, the Mississinewa Indian who was down earlier with an injury, an ankle injury, will be out for the rest of the game tonight. Hope to see him get back in healthy soon, as that is a big part of their line right there.
Okay, I wouldn't be surprised with the way they've been able to run the football here if you do a little play-action pass here and catch them with a passing game.
You've been good on those calls there when we saw him last week. Here's Monday. They're going to hand it off. He's looking for the outside, looking for the end zone, and he is there for a touchdown. Elijah Monday. It's hard to see that corner there, the end zone, just from where we are in the press box. Monday is in for 6, and Mississinewa's got a 20-0 lead with 6:39 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, the defensive end out there was looking for a hold out there. He felt he was getting hold and couldn't get away from the tight end, but that time the Indians easy into the end zone.
So Mississinewa will bring Seth Yoder, the kicker, out there. Hey, I noticed tonight for the first time in 4 weeks, after the first touchdown, the extra point to follow it was good. The first 3 weeks, the point after was missed by the first team that had scored. That streak was broken tonight. Snap's good, holds down, kick is up, and that kick is good. Just tucks in the left upright. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Mississinewa 21, Frankton 0. We're back in just a moment on ASN.
You didn't outgrow your home. Your life just expanded. The soccer cleats, the science projects, the Sunday dinners that now need 2 tables. You've earned the upgrade. We'll help you make it happen. First Farmers Bank and Trust. Home loans built on heart and grit. Visit us online at ffbt.com or stop by a branch today. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
We're back here at Mississinewa High School where the Indians lead 21-0 over Frankton here tonight. Grant Schaus with Kevin Helfrich. A college football score with 5:36 left in the second quarter in Bloomington. Hoosiers lead the Indiana State Sycamores 31-0. And you got some out-of-town scores passed along as well, Kevin.
I do. It's second quarter, 2:30 remaining. Manchester 7, Lewis Cass 6. Southwood with a same margin lead on Northfield, 7-6, 6:24 left in that second quarter. Mechanical all over Whitco at the end of the first quarter, 16-0. Pruitt Northwestern in a good one, 14-13, 11:51 left in that second quarter. And Lebanon now with a 2-touchdown lead on the Marion Giants, 21-7, early second quarter.
So again, monitoring those other scores from around the network, around the area tonight. Of course, keeping a close eye on that Alexandria Eastbrook ball game, where Alexandria and Mississinewa will square off next week. A good return across the 30-yard line. Still going close to the 40-yard line. A great return there for Frankton. Give them the 39-yard line is where they'll spot the ball to bring their offense out here, where it, as the game has gone on, has looked a lot better than we anticipated coming in, especially with the short passing game.
Yeah, and that's really the best thing they've been able to do all night is throw the football, and I would, if I'm Marty Wells, I would go back to it here on this first play.
It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 39-yard line for Frankton. Shotgun here for Branham with a man in the backfield. They've gone to the air a decent amount here in this first half. Here's the snap. Branham flushed out of the pocket of the near side. He'll fire and incomplete. Just out of the outstretched arms there of Frankton's number 11, Asen Baker, their leading receiver. Yeah, North Judson and North Miami. Forgot to mention that was a 7:30 kick tonight up there because North Judson's coming from another time zone, so it gives their fans an extra hour to travel there. So that's a conference game. How about that? That is a conference football game. North Judson and North Miami. 2 different time zones. 2nd down from the 39-yard line. Coming here for Branham. Wax is in the backfield with him. Here's the snap. Play action. He'll look to throw. He will fire this one. It's caught, and he stepped out of bounds at around the 46-yard line.
That was Jack Harrison on the reception, the 6'1 junior.
Yep. Jack Harrison, the wide receiver there. McConaughey up on Whitco, 22-0. Indiana scores another touchdown. They got a 37-0 lead.
And you were worried about that one.
Oh, of course. I always get worried. 3rd down and short. Coming here for Frankton, about 3rd down and 3. Out of the pocket. Branham scrambles, fires to the sideline. Caught by Barker. And that's going to be a Frankton 1st down. Asen Barker to the 48-yard line of Mississinewa picks up a Frankton 1st down, and I believe that's their second 1st down of the ball game.
Nice. They'd like to roll him out to his left, Grant. He's thrown across his body, but he's been accurate.
Barker with a reception there. He came in over 115 yards receiving tonight. Their leading receiver, and Branham connects with him there for a 1st down. Look for him to go to Barker and Bennett. Bennett, dropped a couple passes, though, as they motioned him back to the right side. Kind of threw his hands up like, I'm in the wrong place. Here's Branham. Scrambles again. He'll look. He will air this out, and it is dropped incomplete. And Bennett got knocked to the turf. Good defense by Mississinewa to force Branham to throw the ball pretty much, kind of just
had to hurry him just a little bit. They had some pressure in that backfield.
And Mississinewa entered tonight's game with, I believe, 19 quarterback hurries, which is that's a testament to your defense that you're getting pressure on the quarterback when they throw the ball. And they're going to need that next week with Alexandria's passing game. 2nd down and 10 from the 48-yard line of Mississinewa comes Frankton. Out of the shotgun is Branham. He will hand it off here to Wax. Wax looking for the outside, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Close out around the outside hash, the far hash mark there.
Too much east and west running that time by Wax. And
got to
the
go north and
backs
south.
are doing a great job outside for the Indians containing those running backs.
Was that one of those quarterback draws there where he could have kept it running up, but he handed it off. He actually had a really big hold there if he would have kept it going up the middle.
Yeah, there's definitely a read option there, and he opted to give it to the back. And just not
may have cost him probably a first down. Here's Branham once again with Wax in the backfield. Here's the snap. He'll look to throw. Pressure immediately comes here. Branham airs this one out down the sideline where it is incomplete, intended for Bennett.
He had man-to-man coverage out there, but he had to roll to his right, and a good coverage that time by number 21 for the Indians. That's Nate Souls.
You bring I think they're going to bring the punting unit out there with number 58, Hunter Ullery.
Well, if you're Frankton here, you just hope for a special teams gaff by the Indians here on this punt and maybe set you up deep inside Mississinewa territory.
Frankton just got one more guy out on the field. People don't realize that, if you don't have 11 guys on the field on a special teams unit, can really hinder your chances of getting them down. This one is taken at the 15-yard line, looking for a hole to escape out of his quarter, and he is dropped at about the 14-yard line. 18. What am I talking about?
No, this is the 14.
Oh, it was 14.
He was across the 15, but he chose to go backwards,
yeah.
And then they got him from that back side. A good job by the Frankton special teams to get him down there for negative yardage.
First down from the 14-yard line. Sun setting in the west. Can't really see it, but you can just kind of tell it's one of those gorgeous sunset nights here at Fisher Field, Mississinewa High School. 21-0. Mississinewa leads Frankton with 4:41 left before halftime. Branham out of the shotgun, not Branham. Ballage out of the shotgun. He'll hand it off for Monday. Monday looking to hit a hole, and he is going to be brought down about a yard shy of the first down.
Good run right up the middle that time again by Monday. And you're not going to get this guy down with an arm tackle. It's going to take a couple guys to get him to the ground. And we got another Indian down on the field. And it looks like a cramp is there.
Yeah.
He's got that left leg up in the air.
It's a good sign. I mean, not that he's down, but it's just a cramp. You don't want to have a,
Yeah, quickly the trainer out there to stretch that out.
4:26 left before halftime. It is Mississinewa 21, Frankton nothing. The ball's on the 23-yard line in Indian territory. They are trying to march down the field. Frankton will get the ball to start the second half. But Mississinewa really, this is probably a little bit of a closer game than they would have liked to have at this juncture. Frankton, you see the 21-0 score, but you don't want to say the score is closer than or the game is closer than what the scoreboard depicts, but Frankton has really kind of done some good things that I think maybe Mississinewa hasn't expected.
I mean, Mississinewa hit them with 2 touchdowns in just over 4 minutes to start the game, and since then the Frankton defense has played respectable. They've only given up 1 additional touchdown, and that was because they were gifted the ball inside the 30-yard line when they went for it on 4th down. So if you're Frankton's defense, I think your confidence continues to grow.
That was number 51 for Mississinewa, Dane Horn, the sophomore offensive lineman, down with a cramp. There he is, kind of gingerly coming off the field a little bit,
and that's 2 starting linemen now that we've seen with an ankle now, and now
a cramp. But you got to hope that that's a quick injury and getting back out on the field before half. Monday, first down to the 30-yard line is where they'll give him, and a fresh set of 10. Fresh set of 10 coming for Mississinewa.
And we saw the Indians throw the ball 6 times in that opening quarter, but here in the second quarter they've stuck primarily to the run game. Only 1 pass attempt, and it's been Monday on the ground this whole quarter.
You don't blame him there. You just don't want to turn the ball over. If you run the ball, you're more likely to control the ball and not turn it over. Ballage, they show blitz. It's the snap. Monday keeps it. And he is still going down the sideline as he bounced off of a tackler. He stepped out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
He's another one of those backs, Grant. You hit him once, that's not typically going to get him to the ground. You got to have multiple guys there to bring this guy down.
2nd and 3 here for the Indians. with 3:43 left before half. 21-0 is the Mississinewa lead over Frankton. Got an update over at Eastbrook. Eastbrook takes a 21-14 lead over Alexandria with 3:01 left in the second. On second and short here coming for the Indians. Ballage with Monday in the backfield. They'll drop. They'll look to throw. He will air this one out. Who's he looking for? It's dropped, incomplete. There were two Mississinewa wide receivers nearby, and I'm not sure either of them knew which one the ball was really coming for.
Yeah, you had Weaver there, and you also had Moracle.
No, Quatter.
Quatter, the other one is there. I think it was going to Moracle. Went through one of their hands and almost fell into the lap of the other one.
And if the other one had caught it, it would have been 6 because he had no defenders near him. 3rd down and 3, at least none that could really make a tackle right away.
Yeah, that was a good job to take a chance there. You had 2nd and short, now you still got 3rd and short, so good play that time by the Indians.
Here comes Ballage with a handoff for Monday. 1st down, up the seam, across midfield into Frankton territory to the 49-yard line. 1st down, Ole Miss, with 3:30 left before halftime.
Yeah, big run that time right up the middle.
Hit a burst of speed right at the seam and picks up a 1st down that goes into Frankton territory.
That's the thing with a back like Monday. He can go inside or he can go outside. He can hurt you in multiple ways out of that backfield.
Probably really one of the more concerning backs there for CIC opponents is Monday. 1st down and 10, and Mississinewa is going to call a timeout as the play clock was about to expire. We got an update here over at Oak Hill. 1:25 left in the second. Oak Hill 14, Madison Grant 12.
Well, if you're Madison Grant, you've just been blowing teams out week after week, and now tonight you're facing your real first test, and so far Oak Hill is giving the Argyles everything they want.
Absolutely. Had a timeout on the field. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard 3:05 left before halftime, where it's Mississinewa 21 and Frankton 0.
Well, if the Indians here, you just like to see this drive run out this first half clock and go into the halftime locker room with another touchdown and a 4-touchdown lead. It would be if you're able to sustain this drive.
3:05 left before half, where, again, Mississinewa is up 21-7. Not 21-0, not 21-7. What am I talking about? Fired out to the near side, incomplete, looking for number 14, Callan Quatter, and you start to wonder maybe if the band was a little distracting there, as they were still playing as the ball was snapped. I've noticed that in basketball, too. They have played, like, right after timeouts, too, as the other team's, like, inbounding the ball or whatever. They'll still be playing.
And you like to have them do that when the opposing team has the ball, not necessarily when your offense
exactly.
Work, so.
Every NFL team posts a thing in their stadium where when the other team has the ball, it says whoever it is, the opposing team has requested silence, act or respond accordingly. Handoff for Monday. Monday looking for the sticks. He's going to be brought down at the 41-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down and short, 3rd down and 2 at the 41.
Again, nothing fancy there, just straight up the middle, and Monday's able to get you a good pickup.
If you're Mississinewa, you just want points on the board, no matter if you can get it from a field goal, if they get close to field goal range, or hopefully they can get a touchdown to extend their lead, because Frankton gets the ball to begin the second half. 2:29 left before halftime. Ballage will look to throw. This one is caught by Mobley. It's going to be a 1st down outside the number, still going, and shoved out of bounds there at the 30-yard line. 1st down for Ole Miss.
Good play there, and he had a deep guy if he wanted him to. He chose to just get the 1st down. Good job by Mobley to get that 1st down, and now the Indians are at the Eagles' 30-yard line with approaching 2:21 left here in the opening half.
Got a couple updates. 4:37 left in the second quarter at Southwood. Southwood 14, Northfield 6. Rochester up on Wabash 28-7. We'll get to more of those here coming up at the half. Shotgun here, handoff straight to Monday. Monday hitting a burst of speed outside, and he's pushed down out of bounds. A 1st down inside the red zone. Give him the 17-yard line. is where the Indians will set up here for another fresh set of 10.
And Grant, that is the 21st carry on the evening so far by Monday.
From the 7-yard line. Ballage comes back here at the controls of the offense with Monday in the backfield. 21-0 is the Mississinewa lead over Frankton.
That far official blew his whistle to stop play, and he's going to have 14 quarter come out of the game for a reason. I'm not sure if his helmet came off.
Yeah, or if it was an equipment issue.
I'm not sure. He's talking it over with.
It's all right. You just got to get off the field there and come in, hopefully, the next play. 2:16 left here in the first half. Ball's on the 17. Mississinewa's up 21-0. Handoff for Monday. Monday still going. Gets to about the 15. A pickup of 2. And it's going to be 2nd down and 8. Monday just kind of ran into the back of one of his linemen and just couldn't get any more momentum to go forward, and has dropped after a pickup of 2. 15-yard line on 2nd down and 8. Mississinewa looking to extend their 21-0 lead over Frankton here in the first half.
Remember, this drive started on their own 14-yard line with 4:41 left in the second quarter.
From the 15, fires this one out in the flat, caught by Mobley, picked up 2 to the 13-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6 now for Mississinewa. Mobley with a nice grab there, but a Frankton defender was right there to swallow him up. 3rd down and medium coming here for the Frankton Eagles. 1:15 left before halftime. Mississinewa with a 21-0 lead over Frankton. We'll have the ball at the far side, hash marks. Ballage takes the snap, hands it for Monday. Monday bouncing to the outside, 1st down inside the 10-yard line. Give him the 5-yard line. Yep, the 5-yard line. 53 seconds left before half. If you're Mississinewa, you got to punch it in right here, probably on this next play, because after that you're only going to have one play.
But you got 2 timeouts.
You do. You do have the timeouts to stop the clock. 45 seconds left in the first half. Mississinewa 21, Frankton nothing. The Indians looking to extend their lead. Here's the snap. The pitch out to Monday on the halfback pitch. Looking for the goal line. He's going to be brought down only a pickup of 2. And it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. And the Indians will burn a timeout. And we'll keep it right here momentarily, as not a bad play call there on the 5-yard line trying to get it in, but Mississinewa down to 1 timeout in the half.
You got to like your chances, though, here. You got 3 yards to go, and you got Monday in that backfield, and I just give him the ball the next few times as well, and he's probably going to find his way into that end zone that says Indians. Just a beautiful night here for football.
We're now under the lights here. The lights are on and shining down.
I'll have to say, I've been, even though Frankton hasn't scored in this game, I've been impressed with the way they've been able to compete.
Absolutely,
even though, going in, everybody knew Mississinewa was the heavy favorite, but a lot of credit goes to that Frankton defense. It's been on the field a lot here tonight.
And Frankton will get the ball to start the second half coming up here in just a few minutes, or coming up here in about 25 minutes. Here is Ballage looking for the end zone. He is in on the quarterback keeper.
He just decided to call his own number on that one, Grant. He went right behind Monday in that big offensive line, and it was like the Red Sea parting. Another touchdown for the Mississinewa Indians.
27-0. The Indians have the lead over Frankton with 21 seconds left in the first half. Is those fireworks?
Kind of sounded like them, but I didn't really see anything.
I didn't see anything. I heard them. I didn't see them. So it was fireworks. Hopefully they are the TNT fireworks. It's now 3 of 4 weeks we have been able to reference that. Snap's good, holds down, kick is through, And on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, Mississinewa 28, Frankton nothing. We'll keep it right here. We got some out-of-town scores here to pass along for you. 2:47 left in the second quarter. Rochester 34, Wabash 7. 8:36 left in the second. Mechanical 28, Whitco 0. Last update, Oak Hill 14, Madison Grant 12. 125 left in the first half. Last update we had over in just outside of Upland was Eastbrook 21, Alexandria 14. 3:01 left in the second quarter there. 8:38 left in the second quarter. Over at Peru, the Peru Tigers lead the Northwestern Tigers 17-13 just before halftime. And Lebanon again with a 21-7 lead over Marion over at Dick Luton Stadium, just a few miles away from here. So Mississinewa will kick the ball off here to Frankton. Frankton they'll have about one play on offense, barring that they don't turn the ball over.
Or the Indians don't onside kick it here again.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they will with this game pretty well in hand at this point.
21 seconds left before halftime, where it's Frankton trailing Mississinewa 28-0.
Officials have done a great job here in this first half. They've done an outstanding job calling this one.
Yep. End over end kick taken inside the 5. Run back out to the 10. Trying to stay on his feet. Evading tacklers down the sideline. Still going. He's got the football down to around the 37, 38-yard line. A great return for Frankton. They will get one play here with 11 seconds to try and get it in the end zone. They will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, 38-yard return that time. It looked like that was that number 8 for the Eagles returning that one?
That would have been Melvin, yeah. Halftime show brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust coming up here momentarily. 28-0 Ole Miss with 11 seconds left before halftime. Frankton's got the football.
Could be 2 plays, especially if they're going to pass it here.
There's the snap. Pressure comes. Branham is trying to get it to Barker. Barker turns upfield. You want to try and get out of bounds or call a timeout quickly, and the clock does stop with 38 seconds. Give them the 48-yard line, a first down there for first down, and they are saying to wind the clock.
What a nice pass again by Branham.
That will be the end of the first half. So Frankton does connect for a first down there. They weren't able to get out of bounds to stop the clock, but still positive, and they don't call a timeout either. It is halftime here at Fisher Field at Mississinewa High School, where the home team.
Once again, concession stand is at the west end of the stadium. MHS punt that he is manning the concession stand. Performing for your halftime entertainment is a Mississinewa Crimson Pride Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Dave Baird and Mrs. Cindy Walker. Tonight, Crimson Pride will be performing Bon Jovi's You Give Love a Bad Name, the band's first #1 hit and the song that launched their rock and roll career.
Quiet!
Now, for your halftime entertainment, would you please welcome the Mississinewa Crimson Pride Marching Band as they perform You Give Love a Bad Name. For their last song, the Crimson Pride will be performing Believer by Imagine Dragons. Believer is one of the band's top singles, along with Radioactive and Thunder. Believer echoes the powerful message about rising above adversity and turning pain into strength. Would you once again please welcome the Crimson Pride Marching Band as they perform Believer. Crimson Pride Marching Band will be selling tenderloins, hot dogs, chips, and drinks at the early Ducktail Run Cruise-In right here in the East High School parking lot on Thursday, September 25th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. DJ Keith Coriel will be here providing rock and roll music from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Come out and support the band that night. Grab something to eat. Check out some great cars, enjoy some music, and get your Ducktail Run festivities started early right here at MHS. The band is still offering discount cards for sale for $10 each. There are 24 local area businesses on each card, and these cards may be used repeatedly for a year. To purchase your discount cards, see any high school band member, band director, or simply by calling the high school front office.
Hey, this is Jeremy Kuhl, superintendent here at Mississinewa Community Schools. You be sure that you are registered to vote for the November 2026 election. Your voice, your vote. We are a tribe of excellence. Go Indians.
Once again, we'd like to recognize a graduating class of 1990. They're under the tents, just beyond the end zone, the west end of the stadium.
I'm not doing that. Hey, Mara.
I think it's the same people all get it. I feel bad. I lost my friend. He got really anxious during the game. This was like one of her first football games going without friends. So she was down here with her parents, and she was like stuck in between them, and people kept like pushing her. Why don't you move up here? Because she just wanted to be away from school. So I went down there and started walking. And I confronted her about something that she liked.
In the rest of the second half.
But you could see the defense make a play and score quickly.
You could,
we haven't
mean,
seen them turn Frankton over yet tonight. So that's one thing the Indians have been able to do week to week so far this season. We haven't seen it here tonight.
Let's step aside and take a break. We'll come back with kickoff for the second half. Mississinewa 28, Frankton 0. We're back with the start of the second half on the other side of this break here. You're listening to High School Football on the Action Sports Network.
A winning team is the key to success. So is hard work. This is Kelly Kistler. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union is proud of all the student athletes who work hard both on and off the field. We are supporting all of our schools in Grant County and know this year will be the best ever. Good luck to all the athletes and students this school year. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union, 101 Downtown Marion, or 200 East Main in Gas City.
Hello everyone, this is Peyton Bird, Administrator at Rolling Meadows Health and Rehab, a 5-star facility located in LaFountain, Indiana. And I'm proud to announce that we just received a perfect state survey. If you are in need of short-term rehab or long-term care for you or your loved one, let our professional staff help you. Please call me today at Rolling Meadows or come on by for a tour of our family taking care of family buildings.
This isn't just a checking account. It's where your paycheck lands, where your goals take root. And at First Farmers, it comes with interest. We believe your money should move you forward, and your bank should stand beside you. Get checking that fits your life and rewards it. Open your Harvest Rewards account today at First Farmers Bank and Trust. Banking built on heart and grit. Visit us online at ffbt.com or stop by a branch today. Member FDIC.
For many, the passing of a pet can be devastating. Hi, I'm Steve. At Arms Hunt Funeral Home, we can help you with the loss of your furry friend. Should the need arise, we could come to your home, meet you at your veterinarian's office, or at one of our 4 Grant County locations. So when your pet crosses the Rainbow Bridge, let Arms Hunt Funeral Home be there for you. Arms Hunt Funeral Home, Fairmount, Marion, Upland, and now in Gas City.
Central Indiana's leader in high school sports. This is the Action Sports Network.
Halftime here at Fisher Field, Mississinewa 28, Frankton 0. Want to check in on the college football game down in Bloomington, Indiana, 45. Indiana State, nothing at the half. How about these stats right here? Indiana State's offense through one half of play, 10 total yards of offense. Indiana, total yards of offense, 270 yards passing, 113 yards on the ground. Fernando Mendoza, 19 of 20 in the first half, 270 yards, 5 touchdowns. Also a rushing touchdown for him as well. Receiving-wise, Omar Cooper Jr. has been his main target, 149 yards through one half of play, 3 touchdowns. Elijah Surratt, who kind of got his bell rung earlier, only 3 catches for 23 yards, no touchdowns for him. So, yeah. Indiana and Illinois next week under the lights. I will be there with also one of your family members as well. Looking forward to it. Who's Indiana Wesleyan got tomorrow?
Indiana Wesleyan's in Judson to play the Judson Eagles, and Indiana Wesleyan should roll in that game. A 6 o'clock kick.
Really, back-to-back night games, but I guess this one's on the road.
It is on the road. They looked good last week.
They did.
It looked like they were going to be.
We were there.
They looked like a playoff team for sure, and
I think it's one of those games with Kaiser to begin the year. You got to flush that. I mean,
but I think
you kind of knew that coming in that they were going to be favored, but
good measuring stick though. I think for
absolutely,
them to see
because
where
they played well.
And they played well. They came back and had a chance. They were tied in the last 5 minutes, and things just didn't go your way. And
they got a chance, I think, to
make a run. I think
a
deep run anyway.
Mississinewa back to kick off for the second half. Seth Yoder boots this one towards the end zone, taken back inside the 5-yard line. Run back down the far side is Noah Melvin trying to evade tacklers, and a helmet comes off from a Frankton Eagle. And this is going to be returned back to around the 22-yard line, or
17.
17-yard line is where Mississinewa will get the ball, or Frankton will get the ball to begin the second half. 28-0 Ole Miss.
You know, as many times as Branham has dropped back the pass, he hasn't been sacked tonight. He has been under pressure multiple times, but he's done a good job of avoiding taking a big loss.
Branham shotgun snap coming here. Again with Wax in the backfield. Mobley runs back out onto the field for Mississinewa. They allow them to sub. They sub late there. Here's Branham. take the snap. He's flushed out to the near side. Got time. Fires this one. Intercepted. It is.
What did I tell you about their defense? Setting them up early.
Jasper Ballage, the quarterback, comes in and makes the interception as Branham tried to squeeze that into a tight window looking for his intended target, Trey Bennett. And Ballage got his hands on that one and picked that ball off at the 23-yard line. 22. Looks like the 23, but it isn't. 22. First down coming here for Mississinewa. 28-0, they lead.
Well, if I'm the Indians here, I'd take a shot here on first down.
Yeah, try to get the running clock.
Just go to the end zone here through the air.
And maybe what they try and do. Monday's lined up the backfield with Ballage up 28-0. One touchdown and an extra point would put this into the running clock. They will air this one out to the near side. Caught! Touchdown! You called it. Corbin Weaver in the end zone. And this game will be under a running clock for the rest of the ball game.
Pending the extra point.
Pending the extra point. But Yoder has looked really good tonight with his leg. Wow, you called it there when we were having our banner there at halftime. You said, well, Mississinewa could turn them over and get the ball back. And then you say, why don't they just take a shot to the end zone right here? And they do. Wow. That was probably the best throw Ballage has had all night,
and
right on the money.
Did a great job, too, of going up and high-pointing the football in the end zone over a defender.
Right on the money in Mississinewa. Yoder's kick is good. There will be a running clock for the rest of the ball game. On the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, Frankton trails Mississinewa 35-0 with 11:39 left in the third quarter on the Action Sports Network.
Riverside Community Federal Credit Union is supporting all the student athletes in Grant County. This is Tim Mormon. We know that it takes hard work to be a success in the banking world, and we know it takes hard work and dedication to perform on the athletic field and in the classroom. We want to wish all of the athletes and students good luck this school year. Make us proud. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union, 101 North Washington in downtown Marion, or 200 East Main, downtown Gas City.
Live coverage of high school football continues.
This is the Action Sports Network.
35-0. Mississinewa's got the lead over Frankton. Well, Frankton turned the ball over to start the second half. Immediately turned the ball over on an interception. Mississinewa got the ball for one play, took a shot to the end zone to put them up 35-0. Yoder end over end kick, sailing towards the end zone where it will head for a touchback. And Frankton will send its offense back out on the field.
Yeah, just not the start you needed for Frankton to start the second half, but this Mississinewa Indians defense has been good all year long, Grant, and they get their first turnover of this evening.
Does this stop on flags?
No. Only on scores. Actually, it only stops on extra point. Well, extra point.
11:36 left here in the third quarter. Mississinewa 35, Frankton 0. We'll put Branham back out there, and he will take the snap. They're going to go with a direct snap, I think, to Wax.
I think it was
no
Branham.
gain. Yeah, it was Branham. It looked like Branham kind of moved out of the way there. Took the direct snap for no gain, 2nd and 10.
And running the football is just something that Frankton just does not do well at all, and the Indians defense right there for the stop and no gain. So this second half will be a quick one here with this running clock.
Yep, clock's moving, 10:54 left in the third quarter with the Indians leading the Eagles 35-0.
And Mississinewa will improve to 4-0 and 2-0 in the conference with that big date looming next week on the road.
Regardless if Alexandria wins or loses tonight, that's still going to be a huge game. And this is going to be really a virtual gain of about 2. Couldn't see who the ball carrier was there.
Trying to still see what number. It's probably Wax.
Yeah, Wax with the carry. We're just going to assume it's Wax. 10:20 and counting left before the end of the third. 3rd down and 8 coming here for Ole Miss, for Frankton rather. Branham gets the snap, flushed out of the pocket, rolls out to his left. Airs this one down the field. Incomplete. It was a great throw, but number 4, Jack Harrison, just could not get there in time, overshot his man, and it's 4th down. And Hunter Ullery will be out to punt the ball away.
It looked like that time Branham had a lot of running room too there, Grant. I think he could have ran for a first down, and he also had the receiver wide open who had gotten by 2 Indian defenders and had nothing but green turf in front of him, but just a little bit overthrown and outside there by Branham.
Mississinewa looking to make it 18 straight. They will tonight against Frankton. They have won 18 consecutive. That is after tonight. They will have won 18 consecutive over Frankton.
Tell me this isn't a rivalry then.
It's not. 9:10 to play and counting here in the third. And they're going to let the play clock run down, and they're actually going to have a delay of game. So a delay of game will back them up even further to punt the football away. And then next week, Mississinewa gets Alexandria on the road down there at Alexandria. Then the week after that, they will be at Blackford. They will not be back on this field until October 3rd. They'll take on the Elwood Panthers. Then they end the year at Eastbrook in Week 8, and then will host Madison Grant on their home field in Week 9. This is a high snap for Ullery. Ullery just with boots this one, a line drive kick that will take actually a good roll for what kind of kick it was back to the 47-yard line of Mississinewa.
36-yard punt, Grant, turned out to be a nice roller. Kind of one of those ones off the tee where you just hit a little low line drive and the ball just
It basically was a squib kick.
It was.
And Ullery was just trying to get that one away because there was pressure coming and you didn't want to get blocked because he was all the way back by the goal line. From the 47-yard line is where Mississinewa will get the ball on their own 47.
That's what it looked like, but then they moved it up a yard to the 48. Not sure why, but not that it matters, but scoreboard is off a yard.
48-yard line and pick up of 1.
It looked like Monday still out there.
Yep.
Not sure how much longer you leave those guys on the field with this game well in hand. Although
2nd down and 1, 2nd down and 9. They gained 1 on the play.
Monday just 12 yards away from the 200-yard plateau here this season.
And he came in with 2,780 career rushing yards. He is close to 3,000. If he doesn't get it tonight, he'll get it next week. Monday is then swallowed up right at the midfield stripe at the 50, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that's number 32 actually on the carry.
Okay.
So maybe it's Monday is not out there. It's 32.
Xander Martinez. Monday now is coming back in the game. So it was actually Martinez that picked up the 1 yard or the 1 or 2 yard gain there to the midfield stripe. It's 3rd down and 8.
On consecutive carries. He got both of those carries. It was 32, not 33, I guess.
Okay. So Martinez got 2 yards there coming in. 3rd down and 8 from midfield. Here is Ballage. The snap fires incomplete. Looking for number 8, Davion Spikes, incomplete. 4th down at midfield. And well, Mississinewa, I don't think at this time you reach into the bag of tricks. You're up 35-0. You don't want to rub it in anymore. You got to punt the ball away.
Yeah, definitely going to punt it here. Ballage threw that with a little bit of heat on that pass and just right through the hands of his intended receiver, Spikes. The Indians will run this play clock all the way down. It's now approaching the 5 seconds on the clock. They still haven't snapped it.
5:27 to play. A boot. End over end, caught at about the 15-yard line by number 8, Noah Melvin. And it's going to be first down for Frankton, as that was Mississinewa's first punt, second punt of the night.
And they had one punt earlier where they pinned the Eagles back inside their own 20. Frankton going to trot back out there with Branham still at quarterback, looking to take any kind of positive offensively, try to find the end zone here before this one ends tonight.
First down and 10 from the 15-yard line. From the Eagle 15-yard line is Branham. He'll take the snap. He will hand it right off to Wax, trying to spin out of a tackle, and he picked up 8 on the play, it looks like.
Their best run of the night, and that gets them into positive yardage for the night. Now they have 5 yards rushing. 20 to the 23-yard line. 4:10 left before half, or before the end of the third. 35-0 Ole Miss. And Branham is going to keep it, tries to escape a tackle. That's going to be a first down to the 30 or to the 27-yard line. To the 27-yard line comes Frankton with 3:40 left before the end of the third. Good job that time by Branham. Looked like he might be stopped short of the first down. He kept fighting for yardage. Was able to fall forward.
First and 10 at the 27. Branham, empty backfield, will look to throw. He's got time and drops this off for Melvin, who escapes 2 tackles and now is dragged out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So a good pickup there of 7. It's going to be second down and 3 here for Frankton. 2:58 left before the end of the third. Mississinewa 35, Frankton 0. Here comes Branham again. Branham, low snap is flushed out. He'll look to throw, will fire this to the sideline where it is caught for a first down and forward progress to the 41-yard line. He was driven all the way back inside the sticks, but the forward progress will give him the 41-yard line on a first down.
Another good job rolling out and finding his intended receiver.
Madison Grant scores in the opening drive of the third quarter. A 7-minute drive, took 7 minutes off the clock, and Oak Hill up 21-20 on Madison Grant in the third quarter. First down and 10 from the 41-yard line with Branham here. It's a low snap. He's going to roll out here to the near side, drops it off for Bennett. Bennett turning upfield. That's going to be a first down again for Frankton.
Good looking drive here.
The best drive of the night.
Yeah, just coming out and just kind of carving up the Indian pass defense right now.
First down to the 43-yard line of Mississinewa are the Frankton Eagles.
Their biggest catch of the night.
First down and 10 here for Frankton. This is Branham once again, who's put together a really solid drive. I think if you're Frankton, you just want to end this in points. Get some points up on the board, no matter how you can get it. They have the leg with Ullery. Here's Branham, drops this off, an flag, and it's going to be a holding.
Late call, but an obvious hold by the lineman by the Eagles. The umpire didn't call it. It was right in front of him, but the side guy saw it, and he threw that yellow hanky.
So it's going to be first down still, but it's going to move them back 5 yards.
Probably 10.
10. The clock's moving, under a minute to play in the third.
During the play, holding, offense, 10 yards to the previous spot, remains first down.
So it'll be a holding that will bring him back into Frankton territory. It's going to be first and 20 now for the Eagles.
Yeah, the official having the mic is really nice, and the crowd, everybody knows what the call is.
I wish we could kind of put our microphone, but we're just sitting. We're not sitting by a window. That sounds crazy, but we're just back farther from the window. Pass is passed out to the far side, and
they call a personal foul there.
This is going to be a personal foul on Mississinewa, probably for a late hit. And this will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Let's see what the call's going to be before we go take a break.
It's a 4-yard completion to Wax.
There's a little huddle around that Frankton sideline there, just trying to make sure everybody's okay. And we'll see what the call's going to be here.
It'll be an automatic first down for Frankton with the personal foul.
After you lose 10, that's gonna get you back to where you originally were. It's going to be a personal foul.
Not sure if they thought he hit him when he stepped out of bounds.
To be second down.
Automatic first down.
He whistled second, but that'll be the end of the third. We'll figure it out when we come back to start the fourth. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Mississinewa 35, Frankton 0. The final 12 minutes after this on ASN.
Best One Tire and Auto Care of Grant County is your locally owned and operated tire and service center with 2 locations, downtown and on the bypass.
Selling tires like Firestone, Michelin, Mastercraft, and Ironhead.
We are also your complete automotive service center.
Harper, where's the best place for tires and automotive service in Grant County?
Best One Ant County.
Best One, where the best costs less.
Selling tires, serving people, Best One Tire and Auto Care of Grant County.
Marion Health, your community, our commitment. Marion Health, an independent health facility, high quality care that's affordable too, an experienced staff, patients centered around you. You and your loved ones will love us 'cause we love what we do. Your health, your community, our commitment. Marion Health.
Take ASN with you. Download the free app at actionsportsnetwork.live.
12 minutes to play here at Fisher Field at Mississinewa High School. The Indians lead the Frankton Eagles 35-0. It'll be second down and short here to begin the fourth quarter for Frankton. This has been their best drive of the night, Kevin.
Yeah, they've really done a nice job of passing it to both sides of the field, and that has sustained this drive.
Branham takes the snap. He'll roll out. He will try to evade pressure, and he's just going to be dropped, and he's going to lose yards. So after what was a positive gain on the penalty, backs him all the way back up. That's horrible to see after they had really put together a good drive. And they could get it back here, but it just doesn't look like it. They're just getting those passes in short yardage.
And that was Davion Spikes coming in from his defensive back position on the blitz, and he was back there and just nowhere for Branham to go, nowhere to throw, and just had to take the sack. So 3rd and 14 now at the Indian 47.
Here is Branham scrambling, fires, caught, no gain. Melvin is dropped back to the 47. It's going to be 4th down and long.
Well, the Indian defense here has stepped up with the Eagles driving and facing that 2nd and short. That was just a huge sack that put them well behind the chains. And now you can tee off again here, 4th and 14. You know they're going to throw the football. Look for the Indians to make a play on defense.
10:23 and counting left here. Frankton will go for it on 4th down. What do you got to lose? Here is Branham out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll drop back to pass. Branham trying to get around pressure. He's flushed out to the near side where he'll just step out of bounds. It's going to be and now we're going to have a late flag come in on the sideline.
Well, the Indians just gave him a gift there. They had him stuck. And it.
See what the call is going to be here from our white hat.
didn't see a whole lot there. Maybe just a late push when the quarterback had stepped out of bounds. But you can't do that.
So that is the second unnecessary roughness penalty of this drive for Mississinewa. 9:23 left before the end of the game, where Mississinewa's got a 35-0 lead. And the thing is, Kevin, they've only scored 7 points in the second half. That's all they've needed.
Yeah, and it was that defense that set it up with that interception. If you're the Indians' defense here, you want to keep that consecutive streak.
Oh, and Branham fumbled the ball. It is recovered by the Mississinewa Indians. It looked like
61.
That was 61. Cohen Crick, the freshman, who came up with the coughed-up football. And Frankton turns the ball over for the second time here in the second half at least.
Yeah, and what I was going to say there was, if you're Mississinewa, you want to keep that consecutive scoreless streak going. It's been at least 7 quarters at least, but I'm not sure when Marion scored, and if they scored in the fourth quarter or not.
Yeah.
But right now you're looking for another shutout.
And the thing is, last year, remember, Mississinewa did not give up a touchdown through their first 5 games. They did not give up a touchdown last year. It did not come until September 27th when they let Blackford score and beat them 43-7. They had not allowed a touchdown before that. Here's the handoff. Running up the seam, trying to evade tacklers was number 13, Jace Christopher. And he will pick up a first down to the 48-yard line.
Just a sophomore, a big 15-yard gallop there on his first carry of the night.
First down and 10 here for Mississinewa.
Well, you'd like to see these guys get in the end zone too. Just guys that don't get a whole lot of varsity time. And
it's become more of the C-team guys out there for Mississinewa. They actually have a new quarterback that will come out there. And they'll hand it off up the gut once again. The new quarterback is the freshman Anderson Resch. And a pickup of 1 to the 49-yard line for Ole Miss. They'll trot in a new offensive lineman. That's number 76, Josiah Day, to replace number 67, Lane Inyart. And to midfield on second down to pick up a 2, I think, on the play. It's going to be second and 8. 6:54 left before the end of the game, where Mississinewa is cruising to their 4th win of the year. It'd be nice to get an update over there at Eastbrook with them in Alexandria if we can. Here's the handoff to the near side, outside of the numbers. Jace Christopher drug out of bounds there at the 44-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Actually, they're going to give him 1 more yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 1, according to the far line judge at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to go back and look. When was the last regular season loss by Mississinewa? They were.
I will.
Especially in the CIC. They haven't lost in quite some time.
Last regular season loss for Mississinewa came back on September 9th of 2022 when they lost to Oak Hill. So it's been over 3 years since they have lost a regular season football game. I was at that game. I did that game right here in this seat. And that was the game. That was my senior year. So we had a really good team that year that went a 9-0 in the regular season and then just flopped in the first round of the sectional.
I don't know if you flop. I mean, it's a good Guerin Catholic team.
It's just being in 3A.
And it was a competitive game. Oak Hill was in it until that fourth quarter and just couldn't do it on their home field.
I remember that game. So they've won now. They've won 2 straight sectionals. They lost in the sectional championship in 2022 to Kokomo. And this is a punt that will bounce off of a Mississinewa defender and take a Mississinewa roll.
It's going to come back.
Yeah, they're going to down it though.
Yeah.
Yep. So Mississinewa in 2023 sectional champions, beating Western and Columbia City, and then beating Kokomo in the sectional championship. Lost to Leo here in the regional, and then last year lost in the sectional championship to Fort Wayne Bishop Lures. Last year, Mississinewa allowed 7, 14, 34, 37, 44, plus 34 would be 60.
36, 39. They only allowed 46 points because they allowed 7 and 7. That's 14 plus 22.
I counted that.
That's 36, 39, 46, and then the 34. 80.
So they only allowed 80 points
all year long
last year.
In 12 games. So that's less than 80 games.
And Kyle Burrish, their former head coach, is on to another position at Muncie Central High School, being their head coach. This is a little scramble out there for Frankton.
Branham.
Yep, the quarterback, Rowan Branham, with the quarterback keeper. 3:55 left in the ball game. Mississinewa is going to move to 4-0 on the year. You still want to try and get a stop on this drive to keep them from scoring and keep your shutout streak going here. 3 out of 4 games, or if they stop them here, it'll be 3 out of 4 games where they've not allowed a point. Here is the handoff up the gut to Wax, close to the first down, but he's going to be short, and it's going to be second down. 35-0 Mississinewa leading Frankton here on second and short. Clock is moving down to around 3 minutes here. Our post-game show coming up after this. We'll have Coach Lochner up here with us to talk about the win for Mississinewa. We'll sign things off. We'll give out some awards. We'll be out of here fairly quick. Here is Rowan Branham scrambling out, trying to direct receivers. Drops this one off for Melvin. Caught at the 40-yard line. Still on his feet, driven back, but the forward progress is well enough across the 40-yard line of the 42 for a first down for Frankton. How many first downs are we looking at for the Eagles?
They've got 9 now.
What about Mississinewa?
Mississinewa, which is 13,
but they've scored. Yeah,
I mean,
close in that department, but not on the scoreboard. 35-0 Mississinewa, 2:28 left in the game. Frankton marching down the field. Mississinewa looking to shut out another team and be the third time they've done that this year, if they can do it. And a low snap, had to pick it up off the turf. Will fire it out here to Bennett to the 48-yard line. And it's going to be third down rather. It is second down. 2 minutes to play in the game. We'll only get a few more plays here. 48-yard line on second down and 4 for Frankton. Branham out of the shotgun once again. Got to air it out here. You got to try and get points. Here's Branham. Got time in the pocket. Now he's flushed. Branham will just loft this one down, looking for Bennett, who couldn't reach up and grab it. And it will be third down and 4 now with a minute and a half to play in the game. And if I'm Frankton, I'm telling them, hey, you're down 35-0. I know you want points, but let's just run that play clock down. Let's just run that play clock down and then just take a snap when it's about to expire.
And Branham has had a lot of designed rollouts here tonight, but he's still been pressured quite a bit by the Indians. And that time, number 7 was giving chase. That was Amari Elkins, the freshman.
Sectional 28 for Mississinewa here. The only other undefeated team in that sectional with them is Heritage at 3-0 so far. Of course, we'll have scores after the game from around the state as well. Branham flushed, deflected, incomplete. The ball did go forward, and that will do it tonight. It's fourth down. Don't think they're going to get another. They may get one more.
Still 34 seconds.
No, but the play clock is ahead of the snap clock by like 1 second. The play clock is in front of the snap clock by 1 second. So this will be the last play here. They'll go for it on fourth down. Don't blame him. Here's Branham. Rolls out, looking to throw, and caught complete. Doesn't matter, though. Can't stop the clock. 10 seconds. And that's going to do it tonight. Our final score, Frankton is actually going to line up like they're going to run one more play, but I don't think they will. Branham's not going to get it off in time. That'll do it. Final score on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Mississinewa 35, Frankton 0. Our post-game show comes up right after this on the Action Sports Network as Mississinewa moves to 4-0. We will give out some awards. We'll talk with Coach Jeremy Lochner, and we will give out the final stats here tonight between Frankton and Mississinewa. You're listening to high school football on the Action Sports Network. Mississinewa 35-0 winners over Frankton. We're back in a moment on ASN.
Sometimes going to the dentist can be scary. At Bruner Dental in Marion, you can smile more and worry less. Bruner Dental has been taking care of families with everything from gentle cleaning